Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you can hear this clearly. We are out at ZEEKR Chatswood today. So it's actually, a public entrance is actually just outside through to the right. In terms of parking, there is some on-site parking. I've shown you that previously, but I'm going to walk you through. We're going to go in through the car park because it is absolutely bucketing, as you can see back there. So let's go. I'll flip the camera around and I'll walk you in. Alright, so that's the main road over there, so let's walk in through here. So pretty much all the parking is through there. Here we are. Alright, so I'm not going to gatekeep you anymore. This is the car, so let's go look at it. Let me flip the camera around. So this is the ZEEKR 7X. This is apparently the Aussie spec, but it is a pre-production model. And yes, this is in the top spec, Roland spec, performance spec. And look, they're about to open the Frunk now, so we can actually check that out. So they've got the Frunk open over here. This is the space you've got in the performance spec. So I'd say you could fit really small bag of groceries, but not too much more. You could definitely fit some charging cables. You could squeeze a 5-meter cable in here for sure. Anything bigger, you'd be hard to do by. So we'll pan the camera back up. So that's basically the car. So tow hook right there, all the parking sensors over there. No LED light display across the front over here in Australian specs, unfortunately. ADR issue I'm aware of, as far as I'm aware of. And yeah, all you need is windscreen wiper fluid top up right there. But again, this is the ZEEKR 7X performance. So let's go check out the rest of it in a moment. I'm just going to hold the camera here for the spec sheet. So pause the screen, have a look at it here if you'd like.
Yep. 040 050. What's that? I store it.
Also, in relation to the Frunk, if you actually want a bit more space, I have confirmation that on the mid-spec and entry-spec, you actually do get this entire space. So this bit is actually not filled up. So this spec, because it is the all-wheel drive, it's got the front motor as well, so you actually lose that storage space. So if storage space is important to you, then you got to get the entry or the mid-spec version. So you get all of that space right there, so it's heaps more. For me though, I'm happy to waste that space and not have that space because you could go faster and you've got all-wheel drive. Alright, let's close this up. I'll show you the front again, and I won't close the entire front, but let me show you the front again. Alright, so let's attempt to navigate through this busyness and I'll show you around the rest of the car. So remember, this spec is the top spec, so in terms of the wheels, here it is. Look at that, Continental wheels, and you'll see that they are the 21-inch wheels. So 265/40 are 21s. You've got your massive orange brake calipers there, and they are cross-drilled as well. And these doors, you'll see that handles do pop out, but in this top spec you do also have the button over here, and it says here it is pre-production model intended for engineering and testing purposes only, but this is basically the button there to close the door. It is electronic. In terms of windows, it is single pane over here. Hopefully you can see that focus. So single pane glass. And let's have a look at the back. The back also looks like it is single pane glass over here. and they are frameless as well, as an FYI. And you've got the very nice, also frameless, Geely design mirror. Look at that. So your warning lights or your blind spot monitor is right here. Let me try adjust the angle. There you go, you can see it right there. And then you've got the camera right over here as well. And then another camera over here. So let me pull the camera back out. So remember, these doors are electronic in the top spec. That's what the side looks like. Very busy here. They must be smashed with orders. You've got your charge port over here on the side. We'll swing around to the back. Let's close and open the back and see. So that's what the back looks like. Very nice brake lights or LED. So parking sensors down the bottom. And let's push the button down here and open that. What do you think? So let's have a look at the side. So it looks like you've got cigarette lighter port over here. LED light. You've got tie down points right there and over there, and then also on these two sides as well. Pretty sure that is a subwoofer. Air suspension, lowering and making it higher, so we'll have to see if we can test this in a moment. You've got your 3 tether ports over there. In terms of storage space, let me actually hold the camera further down. So that's part 1 and this is part 2. So you can remove that to show you heaps of space. Is it comparable to the Model Y? Absolutely. I think the Model Y has definitely a little bit more space, but you know, you can definitely fit big cables in here with no issues. And I like how they've got that storage right there. In terms of other things in the back, look, there's not too much more, to be honest. I don't see any internal V2L port in the boot, so I'll do a pan around again. So that's one side, and that's the other side. So no V2L ports. So the only V2L port realistically is the external one as far as I'm aware. And it's just based on the adapter. So here is your usual AC/DC charge ports, and you need to chuck in a V2L adapter, and then you can plug in whatever other accessories you want. And let's see if that works. Perfect. Alright, let's get in the front. So push the button here. So this is the seat. So this is in the two-tone, grey and black, I believe. Ventilated and massage seats. So we step on the brakes. I think it should close the door. There you go. So it closes pretty slow, which is pretty awesome. Excuse the noise. Alright, so that's to exit. You've got your usual settings over here. Nice ambient lighting across everywhere. So I'll zoom out. That's basically everything you can see. So 470 kilometers it says over here, and that's 470 kilometers at 87%. So it is very nice hexagonal type design, and you can see heads-up display over here. You can't see, there's nothing projecting. Oh, actually no, there is. I apologise, it's the angle. Don't know if you can see that, but it's not showing too much information. P showing the car and some arrows. Look, we're probably not going to get too much time to show you everything, but here is the detail on all the cameras. It is pretty amazing. Very quick. And I like this design. I like the outline of that to make sure you don't gutter rash your wheels.
Not just from the chair.
Cheers, look at that. Seat massage. Yes. Turn on the fans.
Yeah, of course.
Seat massage. Plenty of settings. So that's where I'm feeling everything now. Anyways, I'll show you quickly everything else. So electric sun blind.
Quick control
Plenty of LED lighting. Very deep storage. I think it opens from both sides. That's it. We'll let other people sit in the car, but that is the interior. And so just push this button to get out. Alright, check out the back. So it stopped there because of a sensor, and then auto opens. So apparently about 90 degrees opening.
Here.
So this is the seat.
Sorry, I don't understand. Please put it in another way.
So that's everything
Sorry,
you
I
see.
couldn't help you this time.
Let me try close this. So pushing that button does close it.
Oh, that's what I was doing.
And this one here, top spec, does have the blinds over here, so we'll try push that.
Mine was going.
So pulling the window down button over here does open up this electric blind. Otherwise you've got LED lights, grab handles, hook, you've got a security
I'm here.
camera over here,
Here.
aircon vents over here. This is just small storage
Please
in
instruct.
here, same with that side.
Open the front passenger door.
That looks like you can remove
I'll
that,
quit for the
so
moment.
potentially get a
Please
fridge there.
wake me up whenever you need me. Here.
Then you've got speakers and cup holders or bottle holders.
What's the matter? Please
This is
connect
what
to
the inside
phone
looks
first.
like. And this is me. Very comfortable. And let's have a look at this. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Oh yeah, there's one back there.
So that's nice leather material here. USB-A, USB-C, and 2 cup holders. So no push through at all.
Yeah, I was just trying to find one.
And again, to pull this down, let's try push that twice. So that comes down, and push this to get out. So there you have it. That is the ZEEKR 7X Performance in white. What do you all think? I'm just going to come down to a quieter area and let me talk you through the overview and anything else about the car. All right, so what do you get? So I've got some notes I've typed up here just to, I guess, go over the details again. So remember, this car here, so rear-wheel drive entry level is from 57,900 plus on-road costs, which is about 64,379 in New South Wales. Long range is about $5,000 more. It's still rear-wheel drive, so 63,900 plus on-road costs, which is $70,779. And then the performance spec, the one that I've just shown you, is $72,900 plus on-road costs, which is just over $80,000, so $80,079. First 1,000 pre-orders, and I believe they are going to hit that soon. You do get additional 2-year ZEEKR warranty, additional 2-year ZEEKR roadside assist, free 7 kilowatt home charger, a Type 2 charging cable, and a mini portable 10 amp charger. Some crazy things that you get, or some really good things that you get in the performance. So you do have the second motor, of course. WLTP rating is 543 kilometers, so less than the mid-spec, which is 615 kilometers. Remember, these are WLTP ratings, so you don't actually get that specific figure. You'll be getting a fair bit less than that. 0 to 100, that's the most important thing, right, for you performance lovers. It goes down from 6 seconds down to 3.8 seconds. So that car that I've just shown you actually has 475 whopping kilowatts. So you've usually got 310 in the rear. With the performance spec in that front motor, you do get 165 kilowatts there with a total of 475 kilowatts. Suspension, so because it's the top spec, you've got continuous control damping system, which is CCD, and you've also got single chamber air suspension system. So in the boot, you do have a button that you can actually push to raise and lower the boot, just so that you've got easy access there. It's got also the intelligent automatic door package, which was the button that I showed you, where it's got a sensor and then it opens and closes the door. You also do have, you move from soft polyurethane material, which is sort of like fake materials or fake leather, to full nappa full grain top layer leather. And I can confirm it is very soft and very, very nice. You do also have rear side power glass sunshade, which is the one that I showed you to pull up and down. Your wheels moves from 19 inch to 21 inch. And then you also have available the purple white interior. So that's probably it. The other thing, if you're moving from the entry level to the long range, you've got a bigger battery from 75 kilowatt hours to 100, which the performance spec also has the 100. DC fast charging. So in the entry level, you've got 450 kilowatts, and then in the mid and top spec, you've got 420 kilowatts. Now, as I said earlier on in my video, I don't even know if you can hit 420 in Australia. I'm pretty sure I've only seen 350. But either way, you know, future-proofing is fantastic, and it is 800-volt architecture. You also do have the heated, cooling, and massage seats in the mid and top spec. So that's why I personally think the top spec is the one to go. And also, entry level, you unfortunately do not get a heads-up display, so no HUD. So if you do want to get a HUD, then mid or top spec. And then the mid spec, you also go from 10 speakers to 21 speakers. Now, because it's a pre-production model and you can see how busy it is, I absolutely will not have a chance to test everything there. So it is something that we'll have to leave on through for another day. But what I can tell you, actually it's a bit loud here, so I'll walk back. But what I can tell you is that what I have been advised is they're going to hit the 1,000 fairly soon. If you do want to get your car this year, guys, this year, between October to December, you need to put your orders in by roughly COB Monday. Now, I'm not getting paid by ZEEKR for any of this. I'm just relaying information that I have asked. So yeah, if you want to give yourself potentially a Christmas present for this year and you want it to be the ZEEKR 7X, then please make sure you submit your orders by Monday. Now, when I was on the website, you can't actually order the car online, so it says register for your interest, or when you put it through, it's actually a form that goes to one of your local dealerships. So the ones that I've been to here in Sydney are Sydney City, which is in Waterloo, and also this one here in Chatswood. So just come and see the team. There's contact details on the page. Yeah, give them a call, get your orders in. You need to put a deposit for the car, and happy days. And a final couple of seconds with the spec sheet again for you to see. So just pause the screen here. And so, yeah, the colors that we've got here: Onyx Black, Crystal White, Tech Grey, Forest Green, Blue and Silver roof. Interior, you've got the 3 choices there, and the wheels, there's the 2 there. So forged wheels in this top spec over here. The interior here that you're seeing is black and grey, and then you've got a crystal white. One last thing in relation to crystal white, I can confirm, hopefully you can see it there, it is pearlescent. So you can see the pearl flakes. It's not just sort of like a flat white. Alright, so before we wrap up, a final look at everything that I've got on display here at ZEEKR Chatswood. So they've got a ZEEKR X over here, they've got another ZEEKR X down there, This one here is the 009 Grand that I've shown you in a previous video. Then there's another X over here, another 009, and of course the 7X. Alright, I'm keeping my distance, but let's wrap the video up. And I'm keeping my distance purely because of the noise. You can see how busy it is here at the dealership. Alright, let's wrap up this video. Let me get in the beautiful 009 to tell you everything else before we call it a day. Alright, we are here in the beautiful ZEEKR 009 to wrap up the video for the ZEEKR 7X. Obviously don't forget about this car. This is a very, very nice car. I'm sure it's sold in low volume, but whew, this is on another level. Anyways, let's wrap up the video on the ZEEKR 7X. So let me tell you a couple of things, and remember this is just information that the dealer has relayed to me. It looks like they're going to hit those orders sometime soon. Oh, I've just turned on the lights and it's actually pushing me back into this relaxation mode. Okay, I can deal with that. All right, where were we? Okay, so what the dealer has told me is it looks like they're going to hit the numbers sometime soon. If you want your car this side of Christmas, then you need to put in your orders by COB Monday with a deposit. Test drives, the ultimate question, right? Because it's a car that is, I guess, unknown at this point in time in terms of how it drives. Test drives are from September, so watch this space. They're only a couple of weeks away, so it's actually not too long until you could potentially test drive the vehicle. This one here is the performance spec in white along with the grey and black interior. So just make sure that if that is the spec that you are interested in, come down to ZEEKR Chatswood. That's where it is. So it's in white, it is performance spec, and it is the two-tone interior. So yeah, top spec version. Overall, what do I think? Look, on paper, I think ZEEKR have nailed the price. I honestly do. For a car that's that quick with that much luxury, and it's Napa leather, really soft, really nice, and the massage seats, like I genuinely tried it. It did feel like it's got those massage ball things that kind of knead into your back. So I think they've done really well. I personally think that the mid-spec, the rear-wheel drive long range, is going to be the most popular selling one at just over about $70,000. And I think, yeah, there won't be as many performance and entry-level specs. But for me, if I had to pick one, performance all the way, especially with that additional motor and all of the other luxury bits. So yeah, I think that's all the information. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comment box below. Otherwise, make sure you give the video a like, subscribe for more content, and we'll see you soon.